My name is Andy McKenzie and I studied Environmental Resource Management at Plymouth University. My UCP role was Business Development Manager for a brand new consultancy called Low Carbon Futures, which is part of Community Energy Plus.
He's delivered a real focused programme of activity for the company on the basis of the UCP programme to be able to look at bringing in skills that we didn't have within the company already, and particularly growing some of the sales function. We've looked for Andy to be very focused in how he's delivering services and make it very simple for people, because there's a certain amount of jargon around those terms which people can be quite put off with, although it offers them real opportunities. And Andy's really brought for us some clarity for the particular sector we're working with, environmental agendas, that we can now say there's something to offer and not be afraid that companies are going to turn away from it because they're confused or don't understand the language.
To win this award would be recognition, I think, of what the business has achieved. That was my goal, that was my UCP project, was to grow the business and establish it as a brand. And I think particularly in this category, it's so important for us to have really, really innovative knowledge to pass on to organisations. It's what we are as a business. We're selling knowledge and a service.
My name is Jane Arthur and I did a natural sciences degree with joint honours in biology and chemistry. My graduate project was through Impact Fluid Solutions, and I was looking at Lubricity project to find a suitable lubricant to use in oil and gas drilling.
We've actually investigated different additives and we've actually investigated how we test these additives. What's come out of this project so far is perhaps the industry's looking at things the wrong way. So that's been an interesting discovery in its own right.
Although I haven't come out with a product at the end of my project, which was maybe my initial remit, I've actually found a way of testing lubricants for the oil field drilling industry that isn't currently used. So I've managed to take these drilling lubricants and add them to a real drilling fluid which contains solid particles, and test that as a way of differentiating which drilling lubricants are good.
It's not finished, there's an awful lot more work to do, but the greatest benefit so far is we actually understand we have a direction in where we want to go. We have a baseline product, the product line that we're looking at, and we also have an understanding that we have to develop our technique. So if nothing else, we've learnt more for the future development of other products.
My name's Matthew Lewis. My role was GIS technician with Mining Search UK. I was employed to set up a geographical information system, which is a digital mapping environment primarily for staff to be able to search for mining risk in various environments.
It was clear that Matthew was telling us that we needed to get a catalogue system sorted out for the GIS, which he managed, and that speeded up our process from being like a dinosaur and chugging along to almost at a click of a button. So absolutely superb. The other thing that has transpired from that is to now really be able to use this as a risk zoning across the UK, which was a bolt-on, which we weren't really anticipating getting as far as we did. So I'm delighted.
There are a lot of achievements, but the key ones for me are the fact that the staff can now effectively and efficiently manage what was previously a very, very outdated system, and they can do it effectively and securely, and I feel confident that they can go on to the future to expand it quite quickly as well.
My name's Isaac Bullen and I did a degree at the University of Plymouth in computer networks. My employer was Three White Hats, and my job role is the senior SEO executive.
Isaac's helped manage software internally and the development of the software internally, which is around 3,000 lines of code. It allows us to get the results for our clients, which would previously take a long time for a person to collate and produce. The implications for our business is it's freed up 5 days of a single person's time, and time is money in a startup business, and by freeing up that time it's allowed us to focus on other activities of the business and our client work to improve the results we get for our clients.
What we've developed is something that can and rightly be passed on through to other businesses, especially in Cornwall, where there's a need to know where you are with your digital marketing and your strategy. And so what we've created can help these businesses.
Isaac sat straight into the company and got on with his job, and it was refreshing to know that it was all being done. There was very little training we had to do. Isaac's worked night and day to get his job done, as well as work on the project outside of our expectations and our needs, and just completely blew away what we expected of him.